debated long and hard if I should wear my glasses for this video, and I am going to because I have to read and I can't see small numbers. So, glasses on. What's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. Today we are going to talk about some of my favorite brushes. This is a question I often get from friends and family who are trying to do different looks and they have minimal brushes at home, and they always ask me, well, what do I need in order to create a bunch of different looks? Do I have to buy really expensive brushes, or can I get away with some stuff from the drugstore? My answer is keep it simple. You do not need a buttload of brushes to create a whole bunch of different looks. All you need are a couple of staple items within your makeup drawer and you are good to go. I, on the other hand, am a bit of a makeup collector. I'm gonna stick with collector because I think hoarder sounds awful. I love experimenting with different brushes, feeling different bristles, and so you'll probably notice behind me, I have got a whole bunch of these pencil cases, and this one, that are filled with brushes. Do I use all of these brushes on a regular basis? Absolutely not. To be honest with you, I only use a handful of brushes because at 6 in the morning when I'm trying to do my makeup and I'm still half asleep, my brain really isn't functioning, so I have to keep it as simple as possible. So what I'm going to do for you today is talk about some of my favorite brushes that I think should be absolute staples in anybody's makeup drawer. Once I talk about all of my favorite brushes, I'm then gonna narrow it down to 5 brushes that you absolutely need to create any look that you want. Please do me a huge favor and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you like what you're about to hear, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up as well. My glasses feel dirty. I'm gonna clean them. And they're clean. Okay guys, let's dive right in. I am gonna start with face brushes. The first brush I'm going to talk about is the Morphe E1. I am so in love with this brush because it is very densely packed and it feels very soft on the skin. This is part of the old Elite collection, so I think this is no longer being sold in Morphe stores. Correct me if I'm wrong. I should say store because there's only one. This brush here is absolutely fantastic for packing on powder foundation or any sort of powder if you want to make your face look absolutely flawless. So what I like to do with this is dab it into some product, and then in gentle circular motions, I just go all over my face and I blend the powder in. And this really gives you a nice airbrushed look. So this bad boy here, staple. The other brush that I recently bought, and it's one that I reach for almost every single day now, is from IT Cosmetics. This is the number 225, the Complexion brush. I think this is one of their popular sellers. Why can't I say that? Sellers. This is one of their popular sellers. It is a really nice sort of oval dome-shaped brush that has the softest bristles in the world. You just want to rub this all over your face. I'm gonna stop now, that's kind of creepy. This brush here is fantastic for applying any sort of finishing powder or dusting away any setting powder that you might have on your face after you've done a little bit of baking. So I absolutely adore this brush here. Another brush that I love to use for powder is the Morphe E3. So again, this is part of their Elite collection, but this one here, it is a dome-shaped brush, but it has almost a tip. And I love how all of the bristles kind of file upwards. So this, under your eyes, gives you a little more control, and that's what I like to use this brush for. I like to dip it into my banana powder or my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I will just dilly it in there and then press it onto my face right underneath my eyes. I feel like it is the perfect shape for doing that. And if you just want to quickly powder your face all over, you can easily do that too with this bad boy. Another brush that I absolutely love, and to be quite honest with you, I haven't used anything else for bronzer outside of this brush. It is the MAC 135, I believe. It's all kind of erased from its actual handle, but this brush here is incredible. It's usually sold out in all MAC stores because it is so popular, and it is incredible for bronzer or contouring, but I prefer this for bronzer. It has a really nice shape to it, so you can see it kind of, it's a flat, almost paddle brush, but all of the bristles kind of spread out a little bit, and they're all different sizes. So what you can do is really get into the hollows of your cheeks here as you're applying bronzer, and you can really blend it out nicely. If you don't want bronzer helmet, this is the brush that is going to help you not get there. It is delightful. Make sure you go and pick this up. It is a little on the pricey side, and mine is a little bit dirty right now, I'm sorry. But it is well worth the money. I cannot live without this brush. Another cannot live without is my Morphe E4 blush brush. So I've actually purchased a backup of this because, where is my old one? Because my old one fell apart. Maybe it wasn't glued on properly, or maybe I pulled on it too hard when I was washing it, but this I can no longer use because it's just a little too flimsy and it falls apart. So when I was in California, I went to the Morphe store and I picked up two because I don't want to be without one of these. I am so in love with this brush. I think it's actually meant for contouring, but yikes. I love this brush because it has a beautiful angle to it. So it starts off small down here and it gets progressively bigger, the bristles do, and it is perfect for applying blush to your face. It gives you really great control, and you can place the blush exactly where you want it without it scattering all over the place. So this brush here, must have. The next face brush I have is the Sigma F05. This one here is meant for contouring. I like it because it does have almost a flat surface, but it's a little curved, and all of the bristles are the exact same. So when you do dip this into your contouring powder, you can get right into the hollows of your cheeks and really cut those damn cheekbones and look snatched, baby. The bristles on this one also feel super soft. So if you are looking for a brush that is just for contouring, I definitely recommend this one. Next, I have a highlighter brush. I think everybody and their grandmother probably uses this. It is the Morphe M510. This brush, I was about to say blush, this brush here is incredible. It has a bit of a dome shape to it. All of the bristles are almost the same in length, except the ones on the side, so it has a nice little point, and I find this brush is perfect for applying highlighter to the tops of your cheekbones. It does a really nice job of blending it out, and it doesn't make it too concentrated. So if you are looking for more of a natural glow, this is a really great brush to use. Now, if you're also looking for a really intense highlight, you can definitely pack on the color with this bad boy, but be warned, Chris Hadfield might see you from the moon if you do. That was lame. I take it back. Or do I? So those are all of my face brushes. Now I'm gonna move on to the brushes that I like to use for my eyes. And I'm gonna start off with a cult favorite. This is the MAC 224 blending brush. This is a nice little fluffy brush that is perfect for getting right in the crease and blending out that shadow. I love using this for my transition colors as well as blending out some darker colors. I feel like it gives you a really nice gradient when you start layering the colors on top of one another. This, everybody has to have it in their kit. Another brush that I love to use for blending is the Morphe E27. This is another nice domed brush. It's very fluffy and you can get right in there and blend all of your colors together so you have no harsh lines. It is super soft, and I love using this brush in particular to finish off any smoky eyes that I'm doing. And when I want to do a little bit of outer crease work, so if I just want to apply shadows to the outer parts of my eyes, I will use the M514 brush. This is a small, rather pointed brush. I feel like it's very soft, but it really helps you do some nice detailed work. So if you are looking to get right into that outer corner of your eye and build out your C or your smoky eye, whatever it might be, this brush is going to get the job done. I have two other brushes that I love equally. It's the Morphe M210, which is a small shader brush, and I also have the Morphe G20, which is a little bit bigger than the M210, but both of these are really great for applying color to your entire lid. And I really love packing on color, especially when I'm using the G20. I find that the bristles are a little bit stiffer, so you can pack on the color there, and they're angled in a really nice sort of dome shape, so you have lots of control as you go to the inner corner of your eye, across your lid as you sweep the color, all the way to your outer corner. There is no way you are going to bugger up your shadow with this brush here. The M210 is a little bit on the softer side, but it has a similar shape. It's just a little bit wider. So this is a brush that I would use to apply color all over my lid, but that's not a high pigment. So if I'm just sweeping on a satin colored shadow, this is the one that I would use. But if I'm packing something on that I want really intense color, or if it has glitter in it, then I will use my G20 brush. Let's not forget about that inner corner highlight, and there is no better brush to do that than the Morphe E36. This has a really nice dome-shaped brush as well. All of the bristles are densely packed, and it is perfect for getting right inside the inner corner of your eye with precision and applying that inner corner highlight so you can look pretty damn fabulous. Going underneath the eye, one of my favorite brushes to use is the Sigma Flat Definer brush. This is the E15. It is flat. It is flat, it is densely packed, and this is perfect for applying color to your lower lash line. You can really get close to your lashes here and your waterline, get that color all under there. You can use it to blend that color out, but what I like using this brush for is applying that color and then going in with the Makeup Forever 216 Wavy Brush. It's another very densely packed dome-shaped brush. It's very small, as you can see on my hand, which looks ginormous next to this brush. It is perfect for going underneath your eye and blending out all of that color that you just applied with your flat definer brush. And last, but certainly not least, is the e.l.f. concealer brush. There is no number on this, but it is a tiny, tiny little concealer brush. I picked this up from Walmart for like $1. It is one of the best brushes that I have ever purchased and used to clean up any excess lipstick that might have bled outside of my lips. If I'm going underneath my eyebrows to carve them up, this is the perfect brush to go in there with and carve out those brows using some concealer. And it's also fantastic for packing on concealer to any blemishes that you have on your face underneath your foundation. It is a small sort of round tip brush. It is quite hard because you really want to apply lots of concealer, but also have precision as you're sweeping it across your face and targeting the areas that you need to target. And those are all of my favorite brushes that I use on a regular basis. See, I told you, a handful. A handful. And I promised to narrow down the field for you with just a few brushes that I think should be absolute staples in your makeup drawer. I think I mentioned before that there's only 5, but I lied, I have 7. And this was really hard to narrow down, but I think with these brushes here, you can create just about anything. So first and foremost, you're gonna need your powder brush. So I'm going with my IT Cosmetics. You need something that you can apply bronzer with, so I'm definitely going with my MAC paddle brush. the Morphe blush brush. That is another one that you absolutely need. And for your eyes, you absolutely need the MAC 224 brush, the cult favorite. I think you can do just about anything with this bad boy here. So this absolutely has to be in your makeup drawer. Blend out those shadows, baby. To do your fine crease work, you're gonna go in with the M514. This is an absolute necessity as well. To get that smokiness underneath your eye, you're gonna go with your flat definer brush from Sigma. This is the E15. And finally, going in with the G20 eyeshadow brush from Morphe. Those are the staples that you need in your makeup kit, in your makeup drawer, wherever you keep your makeup, and you will be good to go with any look that you want to do. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Make sure you also follow me on social media. I have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. I will link everything in the description bar below for you. Thank you again so much for watching this video. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.